Okay, now I'm ready to go. Good. Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Go live before it actually starts live.
Yeah, I am. I'm doing that. I'm live. Okay. Bye. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Somebody give me a sound check. Let me know if you hear me okay. Let me know if you guys are doing well. I'm just still struggling with my softwares here, trying to learn the. Let me see if you can say good morning to me in chat, please. Let me see if I can get this going. Okay. All right. I see you guys. You should be in chat. Are you guys hearing me? Are you guys seeing the screen? Okay. Give me a yes. Give me a yes. Are you seeing my face? That might be like, it's not important, but I just want to know. Hey guys in YouTube, I'm just telling everybody to go to YouTube live. Tell me if you see me. Just telling everybody to in my things. Okay, you're not seeing my face. You're not seeing my face. I don't know what's going on with my camera, but you hear me, right? You guys hear me? I really don't care about if you're not seeing my face. Oh, I know why you're not seeing my face. Start my webcam. Ah. All right, let me see if, oh, for some reason the webcam, where am I on the webcam? Are you guys seeing me on the webcam now? Yes, no? No face. Still seeing my face? Yes face, just say yes face. Because yes doesn't, I don't know what yes means. I know it's hard. Okay, awesome. So I'm assuming you guys are gonna see me. I'm gonna assume that you're seeing the screens. Now we're gonna get down to business. God, I always have a hard time starting the software. So my apologies on getting the YouTube all messed up. All right, good morning, everybody. I got so much cool stuff to show you. I am so happy to have everybody around me. Let me see if I can actually put you on my other screen. Hang tight, guys. I'm gonna see if I can put you on my other screen as just so that I can watch your comments over there. Oops, sorry. Ignore that. Ignore this. Okay, skip. All right. Now I see your comments. All right. Okay. Cool, y'all. Still no face. Okay, no face. Okay, forget it. Don't worry about the face. We're not gonna. You don't need to see my face. I'm gonna stop the sharing of the webcam. The most important thing is you see the screen. You see me. You see the charts. We're gonna talk trading. That's really the most important thing. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Before we start, everybody remember that this is the absolute last day to save money on Apex. They're massive discount, right? So I want to make sure that you guys get the link. Let me get that to you right now. Hang tight just 1 second. Let me get that link to you. I'm putting it into chat right now. And make sure you take advantage of it. This is absolutely the last time you're going to get 90% off. You can literally get 10 accounts for the price of one. So make sure you hit that link as you guys are trading. We got about 10 minutes before the open. I'm going to do something really intelligent today. I am going to actually not trade the first 10 minutes of the open like I always do and get myself in trouble. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to talk about the brand new version of my Super Scalper 2.0, which is awesome beyond belief in terms of helping people scalp. Miguel has already, I just want to show you, let me see if I can hang tight a second. Let me just pull this up. So Miguel in our Discord room, in our chat room today, one of my oldest friends and members, guy who trades much better than me, by the way, who has many more funded accounts. I just want you to see, he was using version 1.0 of Scalper, a simple scalper, and this was, I believe, just yesterday's. This is his results from TradeAvate, and they are just amazing. You can see, for example, over here, I mean, he did about $500, which is like 10% on the account in a day. Look at the losses to wins. Look at the incredible ratio. Look, more importantly, at the very steady P&L, right? Look at this cumulative P&L as he just goes from mild drawdown to just consistent P&L history. Those are all exactly the kind of things that Apex is looking for when they're looking to fund traders. Miguel has, I think, I don't even stop counting how many funded accounts he's already got, but he's using nothing more complex than my super simple scalper, and he was actually using the 1.0 version, and I've just released the 2.0 version, which is available, of course, for everybody who's in my chat room, and you guys are welcome to come join us. But I want to talk a little bit about how I modified the 2.0 version. We have, it's 9:28 right now. Oh, what time is it? No, it's 9:20. So we got about 10-15 minutes before I'm even going to consider taking trades. So I'm going to run you through slowly and surely at how this thing trades. We're going to use the S&P as an example. This is the simple scalper 2.0 version as opposed to the 1.0 version that we were using yesterday. And the basic premise, the basic idea behind all of the scalping and everything that I do is, we want to be on the right side of trend, which in this case is the 8-period SMA. We're going to use the 1-minute chart. We're always using the 1-minute chart. There. I think it's 90%. How do you join our group? Here, hang on a second. I'm gonna post the link for you to join our group. Just one second. Here's my thing. Hang on a second. Yeah, Kathy's correcting me that the discount is actually 90%. My link said 80% because I had the older link. So it's even more. It's even more of a discount. If you want to join my day trading Past the Prop Academy, I put the link in there. But first, get the Apex, lock in the Apex discounts because they're going to go away. Our deal is going to stay there forever. So the best thing is get the Apex discounts, then come in and join us and day trade with us. So here's the very simple proposition of what we do day in and day out, which is we trade the 8-period SMA on what we call the right side of the trade. In other words, want to be, if the prices are above, want to be buyers. If the prices are below, want to be sellers. The big question is, how do you know they're gonna stay above? How do you know they're gonna? How do you know that, for example, the move above the 8-period SMA is real versus fake? And this is what we've been constantly tweaking and tweeting. Okay. So the key thing is that in this version of 2.0, I've gone to and this is, by the way, a 1-minute chart with scalping. So could this be used on longer term charts? Yes, but specifically we like to scalp because especially when you're passing prop tests, you want to take lots and lots of small trades so that you never have any deep drawdown. This is the critical thing that people need to appreciate, is that it's one of the things that I showed you with, when you look at Miguel's P&L here, look at Miguel's P&L, is how shallow his drawdown is. This is only possible to achieve with the kind of strategies that we use. And this is the kind of thing that all prop firms, but especially Apex, really wants to see. And this is the way for you to pass all these prop tests with ease. The single biggest complaint that almost everybody has when they're trading is, oh my God, I hit the drawdown. This is so unfair. It's so unfair of the dynamic drawdown. We never even discussed the issue of drawdown, because as you can see, the drawdown, for example, on a $50,000 account is $2,500, and Miguel had like a $100 drawdown. I'm going to show you mine. They're even less than that. That's the key to staying alive, keeping alive, and keeping successful in prop trading. So with that in mind, and by the way, the great thing about that, and what I absolutely love, just love, whether you get funded on prop trading or you don't get funded on prop trading, is like, this is the single greatest education in trading you will ever get. Think about this if you had your own account, right? Let's say you had your own account and you said to yourself, I'm going to set a $2,500, I'm going to put $2,500 in my account and I want to make $3,000, right? You know how hard that is? It's really hard to just make $3,000 with $25 in your account, and because it requires discipline and control and the type of skills and the type of strategies that we use. And by doing it in prop, you learn those skills, you learn those discipline, you learn those things, and you could literally take it to your own account. I mean, think about the power of taking your own money and doubling it in a couple of months with such low drawdowns. It's impossible to do if you start cold. Impossible to start cold, because you are always going to put too much money in the account. You're always going to not have the control that is required. You won't develop really good skills, and you won't develop really good behaviors until you practice over and over again. So there's just a huge amount of external benefits aside from just getting funded and getting other people's money in terms of trading prop. That's why I recommend you guys all take advantage of this Apex discount, because once it goes away, it becomes much more expensive. Just lock it down, and you get to, you can use some accounts to practice, some accounts to trade, some accounts to trade aggressively. You can do a million different things by having that freedom, and the whole process is you're going to get much better and get good at it. So to get good, you need a good strategy. This as I said to the guys in my room the other day when we're in our prop coaching, there's really 3 things. I'm actually going to type those things in our chat so you guys can kind of remember. And this is the order. This is the order of importance: regime, right? Regime, setup, and then execution. Execution is literally the least important factor. It's not unimportant, but it's the least important factor in doing well in trading. So what is regime? Regime is just a fancy word of saying, where is the market? What's the state of the market? Is the market rising or is the market falling, right? Now, the easiest way to kind of establish that on a day trading basis is just to simply look at the dashboard, right? If the market is red, it's a negative regime. If the market is green, it's in a positive regime. So that's very simple. The most naive way of kind of determining your bias, right? Your bias of how you want to do it. However, and right now the market is still slightly negative bias for equities. You can see, for example, that the sell trades are actually continuing to work. However, there's always a point, right, where the buying stops and the selling begins. There's always a point where the selling stops and the buying begins, right? And what is one of the greatest things about this particular version of the indicator, Simple Scalper, is it is a super great identifier of those pivot turns, of those turns from regime, right? So the basic underlying thesis of this setup is we're going to buy higher highs. That's, if the trend is up, we're going to buy higher highs, and most of everything that you see here is established. There's a specific logic which I don't want to go into because it's a little bit proprietary, but the general logic is I'm buying higher highs, I'm selling lower lows. That's the general setup of the structure. And then there's particular very unique little tweaks to make sure that those entries are as exact as they can be. It doesn't mean they're always exact, doesn't mean that they're correct, but they're as correct as possible. The nirvana, the absolute goal of this is that the buy trades and the sell trades should be about 70% accurate, meaning that 7 out of 10 times this should be a legitimate, clean, true trade. Now, what do you define as a true trade? That's a separate conversation. It's going to be a question of setup that I'm going to discuss with you. But generally, let's use what we use as a default, which is 1 point on the S&P target, 2 point stop, 5 points on NASDAQ, 10 point stop, 10 points on the Dow, 20 point stop, $1 on gold, $2 stop. Those are general ideas. That I will modify those stops and targets depending on volatility, and I'll explain to you how I should. But the whole idea is we're going to trade 1 to 2, very short, boom, 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 hit them hard, make as many pips as possible. Hope that the labels are as accurate as possible. But where it gets very cool, so you have regime, which is, I'm going to be net bias short, net bias long. Then you have setup. I'm going to look for the setup to occur, and then I'm just going to execute it. And generally, I'm going to execute it at this 1 to 2 ratio with these particular ratios. But, and this is where the buts come in, if I have volatility, like I have news, you see this is a news candle, GDP comes out, you can't trade an S&P with one target, 2 stop. You're just going to get retraced out. So you have to trade when news comes out. I prefer to make 150% of my original value. So that would be 3 points stop, 1.5 target, which in this case would have been a perfect clean trade you would have made, right? Once volatility compresses, you can go back, to lower stuff. You see gold, for example, gold and NASDAQ are pretty volatile trades. So maybe, you certainly don't use 5-10 on gold. You use maybe 10-20, 10 point target, 20 point stop. And on gold, also very volatile instrument, you could use $2 target, $4 stop. The advantage of that, by the way, is also that your profits are going to be bigger. It's $40 of profit or $400 worth of profit, depending on how you trade it. So the ratios stay the same. The volatility of the actual move kind of expands, contracts, depending on it is. But here is the really cool thing that I want to show you. We're not going to talk about FX. No FX, guys. It's all gold. It's all indices. I don't trade FX. You want to trade FX with me? I have a whole separate automation structure where I trade FX purely on an automated basis using TradingView techniques. And I'm happy to, email me. I'm happy to show you. It's a whole new program. But I never look at FX. This is where we're not. Kathy trades FX. I trade indices. Yes, only screen because my video camera is not working, and all you need to do is watch the screen. And I think it's a distraction to have my face on the screen. You hear my voice. That's all you need to do. Hang tight with a screen. So I was telling you about, we have regime, we have setup. Setup varies. The execution part of it is, larger or smaller. It's a 1 to 2 ratio always, but it depends on high volatility. You may double the ratio, or you may go to like 150% of ratio, and that's it. But here is where this is so cool. Here's the sell signal, right? That kind of fails. I mean, maybe it might succeed, but whether it succeeds or fails, what's really cool about this particular setup is the switch of regime. When it goes from a sell label to the buy label, that switch generally is money. That switch in this particular setup is almost always money, meaning that signal is legit. You take a long here at 62.6 with a 2 target, it takes 2 minutes to make $400. It's like boom, blazing in gold. Look at the regime switch in S&P. We go from buy to sell, boom, like a drum. Unbelievable. Regime switches, which is A lot of times, and let me show you how productive this can be for those of you who like to trade longer term. Regime switches, right? This is a regime from sell to buy, right? Very often can result not just in the initial trade being positive, but in basically creating this massive, sorry, the regime switch. The regime switch actually happened earlier today. This was the ultimate low sell, right? The sells failed, the buys now kicked in, and look at the regime switch over here. Basically, from sell to buy, turned from not just a guaranteed winner on the buy side, just a pure winner on the buy side, but if you wanted to have maybe 2 units, or maybe you wanted to open up a, you kind of looked at this and you said, hey, maybe this is a swing trade, but you open up a separate trade with a low underneath here, and you could have had not just 1 or 2 points, but literally 54, 10 points movement, right? Regime change over here with a stop over here. You didn't really go much, because this was a corrective regime change over here, but it went from 60 to about 2 points over here, right? Not much. But then once we switched back again, so once we switched back again from sells to buys over here, right? And you saw that a couple of buys started working. The key thing is you wanted to see that the couple of buys start working. You'll be able to essentially, let's say, put a position here at 63 with a stop at 58 with a 5-point stop, and just let that milk that all the way out for a 10-point move. Now we're sort of in a regime change to the downside. Now it's what time is it now? It's not, how is it? 9:34. 9:34. We actually have. Let me see. I make sure I'm on the right account. Okay. Yeah, we actually have a sell signal here, which I'm going to initiate. Let me go into the sell side. I have 4 seconds left. I'm going to try to take this. This is a big wretrace signal. So I'm going to sell this. Let's see if I get a continuity trade on here. Sorry, dude. Why is this? Wait, was this a sell signal in the MES, but not in the? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I made a mistake, guys. It's not really a sell signal. I didn't get a sell label. It's just a sell. It's just a sell sell mode. So I'm sort of I'm just gonna take this trade right now. Where's my trade? What's going on? Did my trade get done? My trade got done. So I got done on the trade anyway. So I'm all good. So sorry, I took a wrong trade. I didn't take a wrong trade, but I took a non-standard trade because we didn't have a sell signal. We just had a sell candle through the highs. A lot of times I'll take that trade because I like the momentum of the move. It's not a standard trade. It's just kind of an off menu trade that I made, but it's fine. It worked. We made money on it. I'm just trying to move this over here. Okay. I need to see my positions as I'm trading. So this is a brand new account that I started. But before we cycle through everything, and let me just cycle through everything, just see what's going on here. Oh, so there was a sell trade here, but it was a 9:30. We're not gonna. I promised everybody that we're not going to trade until about 9:35, 9:40, because I always get myself suckered into bad trades. So I got nothing going on here right now. No labels whatsoever. We're just gonna stay patient on all these trades. But in the meantime, here's what I want to show you. I want to show you, you guys were we're talking about keeping drawdown limited. So I'm going to go into my account. I'm going to show you a different account of mine. Let's see if I can go in here. Okay. All right. So everything that I'm trading through TradeAvate, and obviously it's tied to TradingView. So this is the account. I am basically $50, $58 away from making target, right? Everybody can see this. Just kind of give me a second. It'll pop up on the screen, and you'll see it. I've been nursing this account for a very, very long time. This is 5.5 weeks of trading, which may seem like a lifetime, right? A lot of times it's because of a lot of experimentation, but here's the thing, and you see it, the account is almost to target. I'm almost to funding. Here's what I'm doing that may sound crazy to you, but it's been the single best reason for my performance. Let me show you. I'm just going to go, let's go to this week, right? Let's go here, and you're going to see this. So $203 this week. Unbelievably slow, very, very slow. I'm just, same, a little bit worse performance, by the way, than Miguel. You see my greens versus reds, still well above, obviously well above 50. I think what's my ratio here? 75. I want to be at 75. That's pretty much where I'm at, right? But look at my drawdowns. Look at my drawdowns this week. Look at my drawdowns, right? This is how not only do you get funded, but this is how you get paid. You get paid by not losing money. So what am I doing in this particular account to just be ridiculously tight? So tight that I make Scrooge look like a man. I am doing nothing but trading micro lots. Yes, $5, $10, $15 trades. It's unbelievably tough for me to kind of have the discipline to trade so small and build so small. But I promise myself that I'm going to get to this target without trying to hit the large, using the large trades and getting much more variance in my account. And I'm doing it. And this is just one way that you guys can put this into play. Now, you have to have a certain personality, you have to have a certain approach, but been with NinjaTrader, so really don't want to move. Got too much stuff on NinjaTrader. Yeah, I understand, but the majority of the world is trading TradeOvate and TradingView. We will try to get this. I will actually try to get this on NinjaTrader, but it's not priority because as you guys can imagine, it's much easier to trade TradingView and TradeOvate. Ninja is just a dinosaur. It's the reason Ninja bought TradeOvate for the reason that they knew that they were going to go extinct. So, anyways, my point being is that as you are, I don't care. I don't care about fees. I don't care about anything, right? I don't care because, as many trades I'm doing, all it means is it slows me down. If my P&L grows slowly, but it does not in any way, shape stop me from going forward. So I have a buy signal here on gold, which is about 19 seconds left. We're gonna try and take this trade. It's a pretty good trade. It's a really big move here. Let's see if we can. But I'm gonna wait until the candle closes. It's a big move. Okay. Order filled. All right. So I'm in here. My target is going to be. I took the. Sorry, I was talking about small contracts. This is the other account I have. So I should have taken the large contract because this is the new account that I'm just running. But it's immaterial. It's not the size. It's the setup that I really want you to see. So we look at 68.4. See if we can break out towards that high. We almost came up there and didn't quite make it. But let's see if they can sweep us into this trade. Actually, I meant to be trading a larger account, but I was just showing you the small numbers. It's just I don't expect anybody to trade micros the way I do. It's an insane way of doing it. You really must be incredibly patient with your approach. But if you want to ensure that you have absolute and complete risk control, if you want to ensure that you're not going to get blown out all the time, then this is the way to do it, right? I think I'm just going to take this right over here. All right, good job. So we're done. We're done at +9 on this. This should have been a large contract, but we count pips here. It doesn't matter because you guys are trading with me on the view. So what's going on here with NASDAQ? NASDAQ had a big sell. We're basically kind of negative on the moves. Dow's been by far the weakest. Now here's interesting. I'm actually really interested in this. So Dow had a couple of buy points over here, right? Are we going to get a regime change? I'm waiting to see if the Dow can give me a sell signal sometime in the next couple of candles, because that would be I think, a pretty decent regime change for us to take advantage of. Now, an off menu item, meaning it's not, oh, well, actually, it's showing up. Okay, so let's do this. Sorry. Let's do this on the Dow. Oh, no, it didn't show up as a buy signal. Sorry, I'm sorry. It fools, sometimes it fools me. The label doesn't quite complete. The reason why is because this has to reach above the prior high. It didn't quite reach above the prior high, so it's not a validated buy signal. And it'll be interesting to see. I think this trade will probably work as a trade, but it's not a full buy signal. So I'm going to stand back and try to be disciplined on the approach. More importantly, I think if this kind of fails, and starts sending me a sell signal, I think that'll be a much stronger opportunity for us to trade. Now, what's on the S&P? S&P also has no signals whatsoever right now. So we took the S&P short here, which was a kind of an off menu item. We took the gold long, which was correct. Oh, sorry, this is the wrong gold contract. Where's my proper gold contract? All right, let's add the correct gold contract. GC. Are we trading June or are we trading July? Let's see if we're trading June. Just want to make sure this is the right one because, yeah, this is no, June looks really thin. I think everybody's trading August. Let's try one more time. I have to look up what is the front month on gold. Okay, everybody's trading August. Yeah, this is the August contract. This is what we want. Let me move this over. Let me move this over. Let me get rid of this. Okay, so everybody's trading the August contract, and we took this, this trade, and that worked really, really nicely. So that was all good. All right, let's cycle through and see what's going on the charts here. Oh, we have a sell signal in NASDAQ. Okay, let's try it. Let's take a look at that.
Order filled.
Okay, so this particular structure that I'm trading, it's I think 5 points, 10 points. Might be a little too tight. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to flatten out. I'm going to flatten out at 50, and it drops all the way down, just because I was a little bit late to the trade, and it looks like it's kind of making a higher low right now. So I don't need to wait for it fully to complete. But you can see that just by having that signal over here, it sharpens your eye to where you want to be for the time being. Now, as I said, now here's where it gets really, really interesting. I think we might get a flip the other way. This is where I really like the trades. If we can get a regime, nope, I didn't get it. Too bad. Okay, hang on. 22 seconds left. Let's see if the buy overtaking the sell is going to be worth it for us to trade it here. I'm going to be very patient with this. Let the whole candle complete, because I don't want the candle to disappear on me. That's one of the key things, sort of, when you kind of understand that prices have to complete. See, the candle kind of faked me out. Now the next candle may be a play, but we're going to let that determine it. In the meantime, let me just take a look at the S&P. Now, S&P has nothing. S&P was a great sell signal over here. Would have been a nice, easy trade. Dow, no signal, but remember I sort of really wanted that short. That was pretty good. And now we have NASDAQ. So NASDAQ now is in a buy mode. I got 35 seconds left. Let's see if this buy candle holds. And then we're going to make that play if we can. August. Thank you, Tammy. Yeah. It was definitely August. I know. it's so annoying because the big contract trades on a 3-month cycle, the small one trades on a 1-month cycle. It's all a little bit confusing until you figure it out. All right, let's see if this is worth a shot here.
Order filled.
All right, I'm long here, and boom, boom. See, another $100, nice and clean. So yeah, I mean, and we could have had more. So why did I think? First of all, as I said to you, switch of regime, really, really great setup. From sell to buy, you have a lot of confidence that basically what's happened is the sellers are at a weak point and the buyers can press them, right? They can force that move and squeeze them out, which is exactly what happened. So we want to jump on that move really, really quickly. And by the way, you see how there are many times during the day where you could literally make $100 in less than 2 seconds, right? This was a perfect example of making $100 in less than 2 seconds on NASDAQ. And this particular setup really makes it possible. You just have to, wait, time, trade. That's what's so cool about the structure. But the other thing that I was going to say is you basically have lots and lots and lots of opportunities throughout the day. You don't have to depend on one trade, and you don't have to be dejected by 1 or 2 trades. If it doesn't work, there's more things coming up. Now, as I said, I have sort of like decided I'm only going to fund myself with micro lots. And people were saying, well, you're crazy because look at the commission burn that you're having. And it's actually true. Let's take a look at the commission burn I'm having. I'm literally paying 1/3 of my P&L, right? So it's 300 against 100 P&L on commission burn. It's absolutely true. But I'm still net positive, right? It's like, what would you rather have? Make $1,000 and pay no taxes, or make $1 million and pay 50% taxes? Now, I know the answer is you want to make $1 million and pay no taxes, but that's not your choice. Your choice is make a lot of money, pay a lot of taxes, or make a little money, pay no taxes. Commissions are like taxes. They're the 3 certainties of life. What is it? Death. What's the thing? The death and taxes are the only 2 things that are certain in life, and commissions are the 3rd thing. So you just have to accept it. Now, could I improve this if I was trading micro and minis? Absolutely. Would my ratios be better? Absolutely. But again, I would also have much greater variance. I would have much greater reds behind here. I mean, these are ridiculous reds. I mean, I am way over conservative in this P&L structure, as you can see. But I'm just doing it to prove a point to myself and to everybody else that this is possible. It just takes longer, right? Now, had I done this sort of even like a half like 5x, half a mini instead of a full mini, I certainly would have been, funded like 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. Doesn't matter. It's not about getting funded. It's about doing it right. Because the whole point is this technique, these abilities, this discipline is all going to get translated into the paid account, right? Which is going to be my second or my third paid account. And all of that is going to be translated into longevity. The whole point is I want to make you guys traders for life. This is all about trading for life, trading all the time, enjoying it, having a great time. And these are the kind of discipline skills that I love it. So that's why, you start with Apex, you give yourself the opportunity to do this. And so now here's the thing that where I'm making a judgment call. Remember I said to you, well, first of all, I don't think I even have to make a judgment call, but you can see that it's not really a strong buy, right? And as I said to you, every trend ends both to the upside and to the downside. My rule of thumb in terms of scalping is if I have 2 or 3 really high quality trades. So what is a high quality trade on the buy side, and what is a high quality trade on the sell side? Let me show you what I mean. A high quality trade on the buy side would be well, these were all really high quality trades. The best trades are always when they're coming off the bottom like this, right? What I want, and if I have a buy signal over here, I would take a long. Then the next one is way higher. What is way higher? It means the low is much higher than the low here. I definitely want to take that. That's a good trade. Next one is higher. Yes, you get these higher lows and he carries you. And I generally, even with that, give myself just about 3 or 4 maximum. After that, you're going to start to get flattened out. Like this one is a higher low, but it's already the 5th in the cycle. You see it's already starting to flatten out. And then you go, so a little bit of a pause, not a clean move. Here you have, move to the upside here that actually I think these guys, let me see if it made it 54. You barely made the trade. If you were trading this, but again, these are kind of flat, right? And these are lower lows. I would not be trading this. Now, here comes news. News shifts the whole regime to a much more powerful regime, right? So the news takes this buy, the next buy is much higher. That's a clean buy. I took this. You can see this in my other account. Let me show you. Like that was just an obvious money trade. I think I took it over here, or was it right here? You can see it. I took the buy trade. I was a little bit late on this thing, but you took it right there. It was so obvious. A higher low like this off news absolutely makes a great trade structure for you. You learn as you watch. Now, how do you do it the other way? Again, the other way is you're looking for lower and lower sells. These are mildly lower sells. So yes, I may take this one. I may take this one. This one is already starting to get tired, right? This one's kind of a higher sell, not a great sell, not one that I really want to engage in right now. A great sell were earlier in the night, like when you were in Asia. Let me show this to you. You can literally see this. Look at this. I mean, this is just an endless stream of selling. And when you get this, when you're starting to see lower highs, just really visible lower highs sell labels, those are really strong. And even then, you probably would have said, okay, I made 4 or 5 consecutive winning trades. Maybe it's time to stop. I'm now tempting fate. Now here we just consolidation, then we resumed, right? Resumed a new selling, and it just continued to go. I obviously wasn't up for this, so I didn't do any of this trading. But eventually it also stopped. And then as I said, the stop from absolute selling to absolute buying is one of the best opportunities. You get that little V-shaped move. You get this V-shaped move, and that V-shaped move just continues, and you have such a nice trade. And this is what the indicator really helps you see, and makes a trade. Now we're just churning. Now the other good thing is you can really see when there's just nothing to be done. All the cells are kind of the same level, right? If you look at NASDAQ, sorry, I'm in the wrong account. I'm in the right account. No, I'm in the right account. Okay, yes. If you look at NASDAQ, basically, you had a quick buy over here. There was a flip buy, and now there's just nothing much going on here, right? We sort of peaked post GDP, and then we started making lower and lower sells. The open was a big dump. Now, the good thing about like looking at this indicator, looking at how you want to scalp, you actually should just be doing nothing until you start to see an establishment of either lower low sells or higher high greens, right? Like right now, there is no trend. There's not much edge in taking a lot of these trades, and there isn't, the best thing sometimes, even though I love to trade, sometimes just to do nothing and let the market present itself. Because what you're looking to do is take those slices of the move, the big slices of the move where there's just really high probability trades. Those are the best trades. Those are the 75% trades that you want to do. And until they become obvious and evident on the screen with the labels, it's really, it's a guessing game. So when it's a guessing game, the great thing is you can always step away from the table, right? The beautiful thing is when we don't have to stay at the table all the time and trade all the time. Like even right now, any kind of a buy over here comes off of a lower high, not a great looking buy. I'm not a lover of the signal, even if it shows up. If we start moving up and then start moving up again, like in other words, if you start to see the price action start to really climb up, maybe take out the high of this last sell label and press a fresh buy label over here, absolutely. Then I definitely want to do. Then I have a nice clean higher buy. Now, could this work? Yes. Could it not work? Yes. So if you're trading, like this, and you're doing it for shits and giggles, right? Just because, we always want to. Oh, we're not getting the. I'm not getting the signal. Let me see. No, not a signal. Okay. It's not even a buy signal. But I was going to say, if you want to do it and you're trading minis instead of micros like I am, this is the other account that I'm trading. You could take a small shot. But now I don't even have a buy label here, so it's not even a trade. So what you want to do is you want the price action to kind of establish itself into some semblance of a beginning of a trend where you have higher highs or lower lows, and then you can come in because the labels will give you really good entry points. They'll give you very decent entry points with high probability exits, and you can marry everything together. And that's been another great thing about the 2.0 is I've really learned how to not screw around. I've just learned how to basically hang tight and and be patient in my entries, so that I don't the toxic environment for any continuation trading, trend trading is basically bets on continuation, right? So the toxic environment for any continuation trading is flat line range bound. When you're like 5 points up, 5 points down, that's great for selling tops, buying bottoms, but it's absolutely horrible for us. And just by not participating during that time, because you can visually see all of this, you've saved yourself in a lot of heartache, right? Does that make sense to everybody? Everybody clear on all this? So we banged away a few trades at the beginning. Now I'm just going to cycle through and see if there's anything on the charts that's setting up. I was actually sorry guys, I missed. Remember I was saying I really wanted to sell the Dow. Well, since I'm late to the Dow, but this is still kind of a legit trade. Let's do this on the small size because it's not going to impact us. Just for practice sake.
Order filled.
And see if I get the sell. Although as you can see here, the sell almost hit. Like if I sold it over here, the target was over here already. I would have made target. So I'm late, and it's a small trade. I'm probably gonna eat it because I'm late. But I just wanted to show you what would be the proper trade if I had the right execution. So this is bad execution. So when you have any question about your execution, you should always do it on the smallest possible size, right? Should always do it on that. And look, I actually we got lucky, and and the trade actually kind of worked a little bit for us in our direction. So that was good. We now have a secondary sell signal here in the Dow, which is kind of legit. Just waiting for it to complete. Oh, look at that. Wait, hang on. But not a sell signal on the big Dow. So I don't have a trade on the big Dow. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I'm missing it. Sorry, I missed a trade because I'm switching between the small and the large. It takes a little while. Sorry, I'm just going to take the small here. Again, I'm taking small, and it looks like I almost got hit again. Oh, come on. I should have taken the large. All right, I'm just going to, come on.
Order filled.
Okay. So I'm just banging trades. I'm just banging trades because the point here is to show you the actual trade setup, to show you the execution. You can see money can pile up very easily once you get the execution right. It's all about getting the golf swing, the swing correct, the tennis swing correct. You start winning matches once the swing is good. So I just wanted to make sure I started taking the swings. Sorry, I want to take the large one, but because there's a little bit of a delay here, it didn't show the candle for some reason, and I thought, by the time it showed the candle, it was too late for me to pull the trigger. One of the disadvantages of the TradingView platform, and one of the big advantages of, like, if you're trading directly from TraderVate, or I'll grant you that Ninja is the same way, is that it's much faster to place trades on those things. But we're obviously using TradingView for demonstration purposes because everybody loves TradingView, and also because all the indicators are on TradingView, and it's much easier to trade from an indicator than it is to switch platforms. So how do you get the simple scalper? Wayne, I posted earlier, you joined my Pass the Prop hang on, let me just post this one more time. You join my Passive Prop Academy. I'm actually going to post some so you can join me at Passive Prop Academy, but don't join me until and unless you've bought the Apex account. So let me do that again. And I'm actually going to make sure that I do this correctly here. It's a 90%. I have an 80% on this one, but it's a 90% sale. Let's make sure you guys get the full benefit. Ridiculously cheap discounts today, and this is the last day, so you got to lock it in. Like, they're going to go away, and it's probably not going to go for a really long time. You're ever going to see those prices again. So buy 10 of them, because it's useful. Like, I think, I'm not kidding. I think 10 $250,000 accounts. So it's $2.5 million of notional value of the eval is $160. Will it work if you have my indicator on TradingView and place trades on NinjaTrader? Yeah, I mean, do you have a big screen? Do you have two screens? I have, obviously I'm sharing one screen with you guys, so I'm limited in space. But yeah, I mean, if you have two screens, because you need one screen for Ninja, one screen for TradingView to view it. I will eventually have a TradingView, a Ninja version of this. I will have a Ninja version of this, but I can't give you a time on it. But it'll be soon. I have guys in my room who code Ninja and they can do it. Ryan, do you have a couple of screens? So if you have a couple of screens, and the answer is yes right now, you can do it. Absolutely. So yeah. So Dow, Dow's coming back from the dead, but Dow, remember, Dow's been the weakest. Dow's been the weakest. It's been the easiest one to sell, right? That's why I've been just pounding the Dow to the sell side. Now what's happening? Getting a little bit of a turn and trade. Turn and trade. Or is it? I was looking. Is there news here? No news. There's a little bit of a turn and trade in. Oh, sorry guys. I'm talking, and I want to. All right, let me try this one last time.
Order filled.
This is a big ass candle. So this is one of the reasons I was hesitating was because it's a big ass candle. I think I'm just gonna take it here.
Order filled.
Last trade of the day, 3/4 of a point. The reason why I was hesitating was because on these big ass candles, the retrace of volatility is hard, and I should have probably gone with a 6-tick, 12-tick structure. But I have a hard time chewing and talking at the same time, so I try to do my best. Anyways, all winners today. I mean, we're just slamming today. This is why I love the trade. Sorry, Andy. Sorry, what do you mean the Dow did not quite meet the requirement? The Dow trade got done. We got done on the Dow. Let me look at the Dow. We sold for 10. It hit 10, right? I mean, I hit targets. Look at this. It's all. Where's this? Where's my Dow? See, 57, right? Sold 67, buy 57. I have to make it bigger, I think, in order for you guys to see it. Where am I? Where's the plus sign? See that? You can see 67, 57. The other one was, I was a little bit late. I sold 80, bought 70. There's the minus sign now. Okay. All right. But yeah, look, here's the thing that the last thought of the day today for you guys, after having a really good day, that I kind of want to leave you with. Nothing you do in trading is guaranteed. Nothing is a cookie cutter process. It's not like making donuts. There's always variance. It's not like stamping out perfect donuts every time. They're always going to be misshapen a little bit. You're always going to have to interpret a little bit. You're always going to figure out whether it's going to be chocolate or glazed or Boston cream filled. That's going to be best. What I mean by that is this is a great indicator that orients you in the right direction of the trade most of the time. but it will never, in of itself, be the winner. What it does is it helps you become a winner by giving you the absolute best entry points, the best executions, and you then learn how to use it to your best extent. Now, remember, guys, I'm using it in just a pure scalping basis. There are guys, in my room who are using it on a much more bigger swing trading basis or just bigger sizes and are killing it. So yeah. Oh, I know what you're saying. You're saying that the sell, no, the sell was lower. This is 100% lower. Look at the label. What I'm looking for is lower highs. So this is a lower high. This is a legit sell. This was a legit sell. Totally legit sell. See that, Andy? No qualms about this. This was a good trade. This was a good trade. It wasn't a great trade. It wasn't super, low on the thing, but it was definitely a good trade. Solid, good trade. This one was a little wonky. This one was a little wonky because this was a lower high. This was a higher low, and I knew this was, a little wonky, but I said, hey, big move. Let's give it a shot for a final trade of the day. And it basically, I literally sold the top over here. Maybe a pip or two or a tick or two above the top, but that's why, you snooze, you lose on these trades. But, we're still struggling. You have to understand, guys, we're still struggling right now. What you're basically looking at is just kind of a flatline move here for the last half hour. We're still struggling to figure out, is this going to be an up day or a down day? Where's the trend? There's no trend here. We're just, we're kind of dicking around in the instruments. That's why I'm not taking too many trades, and I'm trying to be, as selective as possible. Because what we want is we want this. We want nice, clean up moves like this. Somewhere like this. We want something that's visible on the chart where you could clearly see the wave rising, the rising wave, rescuing all boats, rescuing all traders to their profits. This is what we love to see. I love buying. I used to be a a short seller. Now I really love buying on the equity side. If I get that wave up on the equity side, I love buying it because with this indicator, it's just money in the bank. It just boom, 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 boom. You pick it up really, really well, most of the time. So yeah, that's pretty much where we stand, So anyways, to recap, last day to get Apex accounts, please do so. The link is up in the feed. I'll actually put it one more time. Let me get this. Let me get this link. So if you want to take advantage of it, please do so today. Don't come yelling at me tomorrow and say, hey, where can I get these 90% discounts? You can't. Lock them down. Buy 10 at a time. Trust me, you'll thank me later. You'll be able to practice with some, trade with large size with the others. If you trade large size and you do well, like look at me, I'm up $300 today just dicking around. And of those $300, there was two or three trades which are micro trades, which are just nothing, which was just no trades at all, right? So if you got large and in charge, you could have had $500-600 today just on the trades that I tried, right? And you can do that account. You can do another account like me, which is tiny little bits of P&L every single day, slow but steady. Or you can do a mix and match, or you can turn this into much more of a swing-oriented trade, where you can say, you know what, I'm looking for a swing turn here, right? So, like for example, one possibility that we could entertain if I don't know if it's going to happen, but it'll be interesting. Next week I'll come back. We can discuss it. One possibility here is we're in range, right? The buy trade didn't really fail, but really didn't succeed much, right? If we start seeing sells now at the lower end of the range, right? Start seeing sell labels. This could be a start of a brand new sell-off. Maybe it takes it to European session lows. Maybe we're going to just burn this mother down. Well, what's going to happen? That's going to create a really interesting swing trade possibility for us with 10, 20 points of S&P as a P&L. Like a 10-point S&P move on one mini contract is $500, right? Think about that as a P&L move. So all of this is possible. All of this is possible when you get the Apex accounts, you get my indicator, come join me at Pass the Prop. We'll talk about all of this and some of the other trades that we do. But in the meantime, enjoy it. I really like the Super Scalper too. I'm actually curious, those of you guys who are trading I've traded with me. I've traded Miguel. I'm actually curious. Post up in chat as my final question of the day. Do you like 2.0 better, same, or worse than 1.0? Like, what do do you looking at the signals, seeing me trade the 2.0? Do you find that more useful as a execution tool for you? Everybody chime in. I mean, I know you guys haven't played with it yet, but I'm just watching me trade it. What do you guys think? Your initial expressions, reactions. Starting to break lows here. It's really interesting. Market just not. GDP dies, and then we're starting to break lows. So if we start, if we start coming back up, start printing sell labels that are significantly lower than prior sell labels, that's going to give us a clue there's a significant, sell trend maybe in place. What do you guys say? Anything? I don't see any comments. Nobody wants to talk to me? Steven says he uses both super and simple. Okay, nice. Nice. All right, guys. Everybody like this? Everybody have a good time? Next time I'll try to figure out how to put my camera on there, because honestly, I find it, I think it's, I know you guys want to see me on camera, but I actually find it more distracting. I love the idea of just watching the chart, us focusing on price action, me narrating it, me showing you techniques. You don't need to see my ugly face. Yeah. No, my question is, sorry, I guess everybody misunderstood my question. This is simple 2.0 versus simple 1.0, which I released yesterday, right? The 1.0. And my question is, do you like the 2.0 better? I think 2.0 is a better looking signaling indicator, right? Susie, I'm very excited to have you in our room. I'm glad you joined past the prop. Anybody else would like to join us? Please go ahead. Gold is making good moves. Yeah, you're right, Andy. While I'm talking, gold is really making good moves. Where's gold? Sorry, this is sorry. So guys, I focused on equities, and I kind of we took this one gold trade here, and then I kind of forgot about gold. But this is when I talk about what is a good quality buy signals. This is what I mean. You see how clean this is? Just up and up and up, right? So just to show you, so how would this look to you over here, right? Let's just do a little bit of a replay so you guys we can practice this, right? So I'm gonna go step by step, just slow, right? So boom, I get a buy signal. This is a much higher buy signal. You can see it. I definitely go long here, right? I definitely go long here. I like it. Trade gets done. Now I get a secondary buy signal, right? Still a good buy signal, quite high. I get long here. There's a little bit of, obviously I get, a little bit of retrace here. Let's see if I can survive it. I get a secondary buy, well, no, not a secondary buy signal. Now I get stabilization. Market kind of stabilizes, and now it starts to take off, and boom, I get a third move. This is classic trend continuation trading, and this indicator puts you into those trend continuation moves. Remember, I'm trading it as though it was live. You don't know what the next candle is like. I'm just taking the signal from here. You don't know what the next candle is like, and I'm just showing you what the trade would have been like, right? And I keep going over here, and then there's one more, another high, another worthwhile, perhaps my last one, the last one I want to take because this is the third, successful buy, and let's see if that works. And it's kind of still floating. It's basically still floating, but it's a third buy. So. Yes, you will, Rin. Oh man, you are really obsessed with NinjaTrader. Yes, you'll get the NinjaTrader as part of Pass the Prop. Yes, once I get it coded. Yes, absolutely. What broker do we use? This is right now what you're seeing is the Apex prop trader funding. So this is prop trading. We're not using a broker to trade this. However, our preferred broker is 8cap out of Australia. And everything I show you on the future side as I'm trading live, you can do on CFD side. And when you trade live with me, you can trade both CFDs and futures. And this works just as easily. Like in other words, just to prove to you, what is this? This is gold. Let's go to gold. This is the gold CFD. You see the gold CFD, it works exactly the same way. you have the exact same signals, the same, as a matter of fact, even a more cleaner structure of a buy structure over here in the gold CFDs, so on and so forth. And so, yes, everything that you see that's done on futures can be done on CFDs as well. Okay, I have got to go, guys. Thank you so much. We had a great session today. Just through, I think literally every single trade hit. We're up about $300 on the session. I think it was like 10 or 11 trades hit. Actually, you know what? Why am I, what's the beautiful thing about Trade Evade? I can tell you. Why are we even like guessing? Let's go to reports. Let's go to, no, hang on a second. Let me make sure I got the right account. This is the wrong account. No, I want the wrong account. I want this account. And I want to go reports. And I want to go to today. Look at that P&L, guys. Look at that P&L. Oh my God, I never had a perfect green oval. That's pretty damn good. That's kind of nice. That is very, very cool. So, so hopefully you guys really, really like this. Let me see how this looks. And yeah, I will, I'll share that on my tweet. But anyways, super green, 100% winning trades. Really, really great day today. It's not all skill. I'll be the first one to admit, but it was a lot of skill, and that's the beauty. The indicator plus the skill and the ability to read it really, really made it a great day today. Very, very excited to have you guys. It was a special Thursday session because I was traveling yesterday. Next week, back to regular bat channel, regular bat times. Tuesday, Wednesday, we are live. Going to be doing this, and we'll see where our journey takes us. But I hope you really enjoyed. My job is to make you traders for life, and I hope you guys have seen a little bit of a snippet of that today. Thank you so much. Everybody enjoy. I will see everybody next week, and I'll see everybody in my room tomorrow. Everybody take care. Bye-bye.